Hello there, my name is Liz. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night. This is my first YouTube video ever, so please be kind to me. But I wanted to create a YouTube series about a RV that I bought, hoping that I can turn it into a home for me and my two kitties. So wait till the end of the video for a little surprise. So I just wanted to start this video off with showing the parameters of the RV on the lot that it is right now, where we are keeping it while we work on it. And yeah, so now I'm showing the back, but I didn't want to go any further because I saw some critters there and I'm not a fan of bugs, so I decided to keep my distance. So these next few pictures are just what the RV looked like when we bought it. It was sitting in a storage, and what the person told us was that he had replaced all of the floors because there had been water damage and he had fixed the water damage. So this is the living room and the kitchen area, and then this is like a bed that he laid down for his dog. And then the next picture is the shower. And as well, I tried finding some information about this RV. Unfortunately, it seemed like the sticker had been ripped off, but I did find the VIN number on the chassis, and when I looked it up and I found the company, they told me that this was a FEMA trailer, so unfortunately, there was absolutely no information that they had about it. So yay to me, I guess. But this is like the first time I have walked into this RV after buying it and after my parents have worked on it. So as you guys can tell, it is just pure disaster. This is the bedroom, and this stain has just been there for forever. It will not get dry. And stepping on that stain, I realized that the wood was so rotted I could barely stand on it. So I'm just doing a quick look around the entire RV. My parents did rebuild the entire roof. It was completely terrible. They did that new countertop on the kitchen. That's the sink to the bathroom, and there I am. Hello. And this is the shower. The way it looked, it was just completely rotted wood all around. This is the new sheetrock and new flooring. They're building me just a normal bathroom. And right there where I am pointing is where the toilet is going to go, and they want to put just regular piping so that I don't have to have a tank, so that I don't have to be dumping out sewage, basically. Yeah, so that's the other side, and that's just a quick little picture that I wanted to put in, that I sent my parents. I don't want this wall, and I want this wall. And they exactly did that, and I'm forever grateful. There's a little bit more water damage in these photos. It's just, I don't even know. Here's the roof. I mean, it's just in complete pieces right now, and this was the roof as to how it looked for a couple of months, because my parents, they just work full-time, and I can't pay them to work on this, and they can't afford to take the time off from their jobs to put full time. That's the AC. Neighbor actually came through and helped us fix the AC. It was a wiring, and he knew, because he's an electrician, and he knew exactly what to do, and he fixed it. But yeah, so here I am. Hello once again, and I am setting up my phone. I had forgotten my phone stand, so I taped you guys to a music stand, and I have bonked my head on a stupid AC thing so many times. But just contemplating a little bit as to what to do. I feel a little overwhelmed, but I started with this fan, and I was just gonna go, you know what, let's just start, because if I keep looking around, I think I will actually, I don't know, like maybe pass out just from how overwhelming this RV is. And in here, this moment, I look in there, and there is nothing but rat poop. There is so much rat poop. It is so disappointing. It is just complete barren. There's absolutely nothing in there except maybe the old pipe to the old sink before my parents put in this new sink, and there's just rat poop. It was so, what's the word, disheartening to see, but I wanted to just power through. Yeah, so I'm just cleaning. This bag was incredibly heavy. Anyways, I clean, and I just want to take everything out so that I can fully see the extent of the RV, and so that I can take pictures and videos and send them to my parents. And I mean, just a little bit of backstory. So I have been, technically, I am homeless. I don't have a home right now that's like mine or whatever where I live. However, just a little water break. However, a my boyfriend's mom's boyfriend, if that makes sense, it was so incredibly gracious, and then he is just such a kind and humble man. He is allowing me to currently live in his garage, and that is where I am living. And so, unfortunately, where the house is compared to the university that I attend full time, a whole round trip is 100 miles plus. And it is so draining to be driving in almost 2 hours of traffic back and forth, being a full time student. And I don't have a home. I don't have my two pets with me. My parents take care of them. And so I barely get to see them. And I tried living out there the first year that I went to the university. I couldn't. My mental health really took a toll and really took a hit. It was just so far away from everyone and everything, my parents, my church, my boyfriend. And so I decided to move back. Unfortunately, by the time the lease ended, my parents had moved out of the home. And so a little bit of a story here. I was getting the internet fixed because the wire got accidentally cut. So I decided to take a video of this while the guy was finishing up. And this is my room. This is the garage. It was converted into a room before I moved in here, just because of the previous tenant that was in there. And so yeah, so here's my room the way it is right now. And this is basically how I keep it. You can see all my Legos on top and my computer. And yeah, so that's a couch that's not mine. It was in the house already. That desk as well, and that table over there. That fridge came in the RV. And yeah, so I still have boxes that have been unpacked. As you can see, my piano and the futon. Here's Peanut. Peanut is the resident Chihuahua, and he is just very sweet. And then he just loves going outside, so he will run in circles, trying to get you to take him outside. Unfortunately, the door does get stuck, and no matter how much you pull, it's just insane. But there he is. And so here is my bathroom. Fortunately, I do have my own private bathroom. Hello, for the third time. And yeah, so here's the bathroom. Most of the stuff in there is mine. I try to keep my spaces very, very clean. The owner is very, very clean as well, and he has just been so kind. So here you're going to see a montage, of me just failing to tape this phone up to this music stand, and it was just so frustrating. I figured I deserved a little song break. But he is so kind, and he never asks me to do anything. He tells me I can use everything of his. I try not to, and I try to keep to myself so that I don't bother him. But yeah, so unfortunately I can't move back with my parents just because the moment the lease ended up to the apartments, they had already left the home that we were living in, and they bought an RV and they moved into it. So unfortunately, the RV is small, so I can't fit in it. And so these are just going to be excuse these montages right now. This is just me fighting with the phone, trying to get it to stick on there, and it's just not happening. And so I could move in with them. Unfortunately, I have a desktop computer that I use absolutely for everything school related and church related, because I create sheet music for my church. And so with the two cats in there and the small space, it was just not feasible. Thankfully, this person allowed me to live there with him. And so, of course, it's a long drive. I low-key forgot about that. Oops. And so here I am just cleaning out the bedroom area, which is, I think, the worst of the water damage on the floor. And so I had a car that I sold, and what I got, half of it went to a cheaper car, and then the other half went into this RV. And the guy was selling this RV for $3,000 because he just needed rent money at the time. Like I said before, he said he fixed the floor, new floors, everything. He fixed the water damages, so there was not going to be any more leaks. Well, that was a lie, because the first storm that happened, and I live in the country, so there's absolutely nothing protecting, like no buildings to break the wind or the rain or anything like that. It just got completely destroyed. It was terrible, and it smelled awful in there. It was so damp and dank and musky and musk. It was just terrible. And so my parents did the best they could with the amount of time in between the rains, because it was just raining consistently out here. So they rebuilt the roof. Unfortunately, like I said, they just cannot afford to take time off, and I can't pay them because all the money that I had went into this. It was just a complete disappointment, and it is so completely disappointed because, and I'm gonna try not to cry, it's just I want a home. I long for a home, and I long for my own space where I can have my kitties back, and I can open up the windows and let the sun shine in, and I can go into the living room and just lay on the couch and watch a movie, and where I don't have to drive so far and be so far with traffic. Anyways, I'm wearing bags on my hands here because I don't have gloves, and I didn't want to touch the insulation with my bare phalanges. So excuse the bags. Not only that, but it's like everything for RV is a little bit more expensive, and so hard to find. So here at this point, my parents arrive, and my dad's looking at the windows because he doesn't understand why there's still water coming in. So he's looking through the floor, and he's looking at the windows. And I forgot to film it. The windows are coming off the frame, so there's water seeping in through there. And I was so disappointed. I'm not even wearing headphones anymore. My parents told me that they can't work on it for like the next month. There's my mom, and I was just so disheartened. I was just so disappointed. But here is the end result of me cleaning. I did the best I could, but as you can see, that water damage in the bedroom, I mean, even there's a hole in the floor. This is supposed to be where my computer and my closet and all my clothes are gonna go, so that I can close the door and the cats can't get in. And out here is where the futon is gonna go, that I bought for $15 off of Facebook Marketplace. I didn't even bother with the bathroom. They told me not to. And then this is gonna be as well the kitchen. And here are the schematics. I thought I had recorded a video of me taking measurements of the RV, and of course I didn't, because I am a noob and this is my first YouTube video ever. So here are the quick sketches, and then here's an actual better scale of the RV. I tried doing with an app. It was just too complicated because it doesn't take into account the fact that the walls are about an inch to an inch and a half in thickness, so it was just getting all skewed up. So I did the best that I could, and this really helps seeing, okay, all the stuff that I have will fit, because I don't have a lot of stuff. It's just that everything that you would have spaced out between the kitchen, the bathroom, the living room, the bedroom, and like an office is all in one room, so it just looks like I have so much stuff. And I don't. I actually really don't. It's just all my kitchen stuff isn't out because I don't have anywhere to put pots and pans and knives and forks and all of that good jazz. But yeah, so if anybody has any tips on how to fix the flooring, because I would love to do it on my own since my parents don't have time, I just don't know where to start. But here's the end of the video. Here's Hershey, my kitty, and then the next picture is Bubbles. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!